Hello and welcome to 360 Sports on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashime. Let's head straight to Dubai, where the para powerlifters of Nigeria has actually done well, giving themselves a very big thumbs up, and then making themselves proud right there in Dubai, and then making Nigerians proud. Also defending the green and white colors of Nigeria at the powerlifting world championship that happened in Dubai, and Nigeria actually finished with 7 medals in that particular event. Our powerlifters, they are very good when it comes to lifting, and to tell you the truth, they went, they saw, they conquered, and they actually did very, very, very well. I can tell you that with 7 medals, 2 gold medals, 2 silvers, and 3 bronze medals. That is what they came back with. The likes of Al Maroof actually gave Nigeria that feat right there, K. Al Maroof, and this she actually lifted 151 kg lift, and she broke the previous record set by one France Gouvacheni, and now she is a world record holder in that particular event, and it's a good one for our power lifters. This a wake-up call for the government, for the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports, to pay attention to these disabled athletes. Sometimes I don't like using the word disabled athletes because if you look at it, then when it comes to Paralympics championship tournament in the world, we're always doing very well. And with these feats that our paralifters has achieved in Dubai, it means that they will be participating in the Paralympics that will be coming up in Paris, that is France, come next year, 2024. We know that the Paralympics happen immediately after the main Olympics, so it's side by side. When the able-bodied athletes finish their own, then the disabled athletes will start theirs. And with this achievement from our lifters, they are sure of participating at the Paralympics come 2024. 2 gold medals, 2 gold medals, 2 silvers, and 3 bronze medals in total, making it 7. That is what they actually achieved in Dubai World Powerlifting Championship. That is where it actually happened, and it's a good news for our lifters. It's a good news for the Paralympians themselves. It's a good news for the sports minister John Eno, who's just coming in, and to tell you, laurels have started pouring in just how many weeks, how many days in office, not even up to 100 days in office. Now, good news for him, and it's just that these para lifters, even the para soccer team, all of them, all the disabled athletes, the government need to actually pay attention to them, give them the much attention they deserve, give them the welfare package they deserve. Some of these athletes, instead of them to go on the street and be begging or sitting in one place expecting people to come to their aid, but they decided to channel all their strength and energy to sports, and that is a very good thing for some of these athletes, and that is why the government needs to give them the much attention they actually deserve. Welfare packages, pay attention to them. They can't walk, but they have this talent in sports, and that is why they channel their energy. That is why they went into sports, not to be useless in the society, and that is why they're actually doing this. So the government should look inward and then pay attention to them, give them all the necessary support they deserve, and everything they need to actually live. They should eat well, sleep well, be in a better condition. But for the powerlifters, good one. Congratulations to all of them who actually went to the Para World Powerlifting Championship that happened in Dubai, coming back with 7 medals, 2 gold medals. It's not a fluke. That is a very, very massive achievement. We have other countries that actually participated in this tournament going home with that medal. But for Nigeria, we are proud that we're coming back with 7 medals. And when you hear 7 is a perfect number. We actually went there, saw, conquer and came back with a lot of medals. Congratulations to every one of them. Like I said, the win means that it will enable Nigeria to participate in the 2024 Paralympic that will be happening in France. We know precisely in Paris. That is where the event will be coming up immediately after the able-bodied athletes finish their own competition. Then the para-athletes kickstarts theirs, and that is why we are happy that our para lifters has done well in Dubai in that particular championship. Okay, let's leave the para lifters and talk some football and come back home. Let's start with the NPFL. Thank God, the good news is that NPFL will be kicking off September 9th. That is a week up from now. We will be having the resumption of the NPFL, that is Nigerian Professional Football League, but they said they will be calling it Nigerian Premier League. But no matter how it is, it is still the Nigerian Premier Football League or Nigerian Professional Football League. And now there was an AGM held on Tuesday. The draws were made and teams match day one. We have teams how they will be playing on match day one. Let's start with the first team right there on your screen. Bayelsa United will be playing former champions Aqua United. Shooting Stars of Ibadan with 3 tackles with Plateau United. Abia Warriors will battle Niger Tornadoes. Enyimba International, the defending champions, will be playing Bendel Insurance. That is a cracker. Rivers United against Remo Stars. Katsina United will play Kwara United. Sunshine Stars, how with their sunshine against Kano Pillars, a team that is making a return after they were relegated to the NNL because of their misbehavior. Then we have Heartland of Owerri coming back again to the league, battling Lobby Stars. And then we have Sporting of Lagos, a team that was just formed, that was in 2021, now playing in the Nigerian Premier League proper. Good one for Sporting Lagos. They will be up against Gombe United. And then Rangers International, who has gotten a new coach, Fidelis Ilekuchukwu, to their side. We will be playing Doma United. Okay, we have Abba Michael all the way from Plateau State ready to do justice to all of this. We're talking about the NPFL. Abba Michael, we had the draws for match day one on Tuesday, and now teams have known their opponents in match day one. We have a lot of mouth-watering fixtures in match day one. So Abba Michael, what's your take about the whole draw for match day one?
Yes, of course, we are seeing some clash of the Titans, or should I say Titanic clash, which is a good one. Enyimba versus Bendel, arguably the 2 best teams in the country right now. They want to hit the ground running from day one. I think big kudos to the Elegbele for doing a good job. That 9th September happens to be my birthday. So I think I'll be celebrating. It's going to be a double celebration for me. And I know that Plateau United will be traveling all the way to 3SC Shooting Stars. So yes, I'll have my eyes glued on TV while pumping champagne at the same time. So yes, big kudos to the organizers for making it look just like in Europe, where they start in August, September, and culminate sometimes in May. I think it's a good format.
Yes, it's a good format. We had the Abridge League last season, and a lot of persons, including myself, were of the opinion of us having another Abridge League season. But Elegbeleye and his board member said, no, let's go back to the normal season, the regular season, where we'll have 38 matches, 20 teams standing. And now, for match day one, we've seen some watering fixtures. Let's look at Sporting Lagos, a team that is not even up to how many years that was formed, now playing in the Nigerian Premier League proper. A good one. Like you said, you've already mentioned Enyimba, Bendel Insurance, arguably the 2 best teams in the land. What of Rivers United fixtures? Let's have the fixtures on the screen again. Let's see those fixtures. Rivers United against Remo Stars. Is this not 2 teams who actually, okay, Remo Stars is out of the continent, but for Rivers United, they are still there. Don't you think Remo Stars against Rivers United is another cracker?
Yes, definitely. Like I mentioned, I say clash of titans. What I meant was it's not just the Eyimba versus the Bendel, but also the Rivers, versus the Remo, R versus R.
Yeah.
I mean, we are up for it. It's going to be difficult for one to make a choice on which one to follow. I just wish there was a way. I mean, most of these star matches could be aired live. I mean, it could be shown. I wish we had a channel on the DSTV or Trust TV where all these matches, I mean, will be shown live so that people can catch up with it. But for some of us, we know where to catch up with it by going to the stadium whenever our team is playing at home. But yes, I think they decided to make the first day very attractive so that so many people will be interested in watching it. That's the way to do the publicity.
Yes, that's the way to go. I can tell you for free that all matches will be streamed live on NPFL TV. So if you have your iOS, Android phone, go and download the NPFL TV and definitely you watch all of the matches. It will be streaming live and probably we will be having some of these matches because about 10 centers have been penciled down to be shown, to be aired on live TV, live matches. So we are going to be seeing some of these matches on a national TV. That is the way to go. And probably, like you said, Clash of Titans, mouth-watering fixtures in match day one. I'm looking forward to all of the matches. Let's see how they are going to start. But quickly, on the season general, how do you think we're going to have a better season than the average one we have last season?
Yes, I believe we'll have a better season. I also of the opinion that we don't need another abridged league. We don't need to get used to what is not proper. I know we're trying to make some adjustments, but it's better that we come back to the right format so that if there's any mistake that will be made, it should be done earlier on so that we can adjust to the normal football calendar. And so I believe that this is very okay. Nothing would happen. I believe the logistics have all been put in place, protocol and all that. I believe there will be lesser hitches as the season progresses.
Okay, there will be lesser hitches as the season progresses, and congratulations to all of the team that got promoted from the NNL, the likes of Sporting Lagos, Kano Pillars. Congratulations to them, and congratulations to Enyiba, who will be defending the title if they can. Then let's see who wins the NPFL 2023-2024 league season. Okay, let's move away from the NPFL and head straight to CAF. Now the CAF Super League will be taking off, and we've had the teams ready that will be participating in the CAF Super League, and our own Enyimba, two-time champions of the CAF Champions League, will be slugging it out with other teams from Tunisia, from Morocco, the likes of Wydad Casablanca, Esperance of Tunisia will be there. Now look, we have the teams that will be participating in the first ever CAF Super League. We have Al Ahly of Egypt, we have Esperance of Tunisia, we have Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, we have Petrolos de Luanda of Angola, we have Wydad Casablanca of Morocco, and then Simba of Tanzania, and TP Mazembe of Congo, as they are called. And the CAF Super League, they say it's a lot of money, a lot of things have been put in place. You know, we have the Super League didn't take off in Europe, but in Africa, it's going to be happening live and big later in the year, sometimes towards the end of the year. That is when the Super League will kick off. But for anybody, let's look at anybody's participation against these top teams in Africa. What's your pulse about that?
Yes, as far as I'm concerned, the AIMA team are the ambassadors of the country. I expected the team to be properly beefed up. I know they did a great job in the transfer market, but I tell you what, this is a mouth-watering, humongous sum, $100 million. That money can change the destiny of any club forever. We can assemble the very best of the best and change the fortunes completely. I think the AIMBA, the nation generally needs to rally around AIMBA. The kickoff date is 20th of October up to, it's 1 month that it's going to take. And I think AIMBA is good enough to face off with all these top teams, Mamelodi Sundowns, TP Mazembe, Wydad, you know, Al Ahly. Yes, AIMBA it's going to be a tall order for AIMBA, but why not? If we can put things in place, we can really, really compete It's starting with the quarterfinals, and it's a knockout, and it's going to be played over 2 legs. So we look forward to it, and kudos to CAF for making this a reality.
Yes, for making it a reality. We have it failed in Europe, and in Africa, it's going to gain grounds, a lot of sources, and the FIFA president, Gerard Infantino, and Mosipe, that is the CAF president, actually putting heads together. And for the FIFA president, he's actually supporting the cause for us to see the CAF Super League. But I'm of a second thought, and some persons out there, we have this Super League failed in Europe. Why is African receiving it? Why without this receiving end? They didn't allow it to see the light of the day in Europe, but in Africa, we welcome it with an open hand. They say it is going to develop our football. How will it develop our football in Africa?
Yes, of course, it will definitely develop our football. You wouldn't blame them in Europe. They are already fully developed for over several decades. African football is still coming up. African football is still trying to gain visibility. African football is still trying to come to the limelight. It's still trying to earn the respect, of the world over. So definitely it will be easier for the African CAF to accept this opportunity. It will definitely, by the time they start winning $100 million, before you know it, teams from Africa will start asking Manchester United that they want to sign Onana. They'll come to Arsenal that they want Bukayo Saka when they are able to win $100 million. From this type of African football league. So yes, Africa really needs this so that the whole other continents can know what's happening.
Yes, Africa actually needs a lot of money coming in. We'll be investing, and for all of the teams, they will be having some money, even for participating. Even though you don't win it, you are not going home with with empty hand. And it's a good one that CAF accepted the Super League. Let's see how it ends at the end of the day. And for our own darling elephant, people's elephant of Aba, that is Enyimba, we just wish them well, and we want them to actually win this trophy and bring it back to Nigeria for the first time ever. The maiden edition will be happening sometimes in October. Let's see how it all go down. Okay, let's leave the CAF Super League and go to Cameroon, where they've thought it wise. They've rescinded on their decision by bringing back Onana. Cameroon call up Onana for their African Cup qualifiers qualification in their group. And as it stands, Onana, after that issues, after that hiatus in the World Cup, the guy actually quit international football. But now I think every troubles has been actually put under the waters. Now they've recalled Andre Onana. For Cameroon, recalling Andre Onana back to the team, do you think it's a welcome development for Cameroon?
Yes, it's a welcome development for Cameroon. Onana is not new to having brawl with his coaches. He had a brawl with Ten Hag when they were in Ajax. He had a brawl with Rigobert Song after the second game in the last year's FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And every coach questions his risky style of playing. But whether we like it or not, Onana is playing for one of the top 3 most popular clubs in the world. So why wouldn't the nation of his birth, Cameroon, want to have him on their national team? It's a team of pride. It will profile Cameroon higher. For the first time, a goalkeeper looks like the best player on the team because he's playing for a star team like Manchester United. So I hope that Onana accepts this and then comes to, don the Cameroonian jersey. We really want to see him on the African continent, not just to be dazzling and shining in Europe. So I urge him to accept this invitation to play against Burundi in the AFCON qualifiers. To
actually accept this invitation. Now, for Andre Onana, do you think it's a good thing, it's good behavior for him to always have a brawl with his coaches?
Actually, it's not a good behavior. I expect Onana to take it easy. His high risk is really unbearable for coaches, despite the fact that we know that his quick feet and reflexes are very high. But then I think we've seen him get into trouble on different occasions, and that is not too good I mean, for his image, he needs to calm down. It's not every time he'll be driving in. Yeah, we know he's a fantastic dribbler, but I think he needs to take it easy. It is not every time that you want to show the strikers that you can dribble them. He needs to just cut it down.
Okay, he actually needs to cut it down. He needs to be cautious of his behavior because it will actually not give him a good name. Because when you start having issues with your coaches, and then that is going to cause a dent on your career. Okay, let's leave Andre Onana and go straight to the EPL proper. Let's head straight to the EPL, where awards happened. The PFA Award 2023, and we all know, without being told, you don't even need a prophet to actually tell you this, that at the end of the day, Erling Haaland will be the person to win it, and definitely Erling Haaland has scooped the PFA award for the year 2023 after he scored 53 goals in 52 outings for Manchester City, and also becoming the highest goal scorer in the Champions League. And he actually broke Ruud van Nistelrooy record for how many seasons? First time a player after Ruud van Nistelrooy coming into the league, first season winning the Golden Boot, that is winning the highest goals scorer. And for Erling Haaland, Abba Michael is just looking so rosy and good for Erling Haaland of Manchester City.
Yes, of course, we are happy for Erling Haaland. When you win a treble, I mean, you attract all the voters in this world. Even your enemy will vote for you when you win a treble. I think that's the situation of Erling Haaland. I mean, 36 goals, he broke all the possible records. I think the record was Alan Shearer, probably 32 or so. He was able to break that, and then he went on to the Champions League. He did it on all fronts. And of course, Guardiola, who haven't won the Champions League since 2012 with Barca, finally was able to win a Champions League and clear his name. When they say it's because he's not playing with Xavi, having Xavi and Iniesta, that's why he can't win a Champions League. But now he has shown that he can actually win a Champions League to make Guardiola one of the greatest coaches of all time. And yes, for Erling Haaland, I think it is well deserved. And I'm also happy for my boy Saka, 14 goals, 11 assists, winning Young Player of the Year. And then we saw Arsenal and Man City dominate the PFA Team of the Year.
Yeah, Arsenal, Man City dominating the PFA Team of the Year. We have the likes of Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Erling Haaland. We have Kevin De Bruyne in that team. And also for Bukayo Saka winning the Young PFA Player Award. And for Rashford, he won the Fans Player of the Year Award. And then we have Lauren James winning the Young Women Player Award. And Richard Daly won the Women Player, just the version of Erling Haaland's award. And congratulations to all of the awardees. Bukayo Saka is our own. He's an African. He's a Nigerian. And we are happy that we have a Nigerian in that mix. And congratulations to Bukayo Saka, Erling Haaland, Lauren James, Richard Daly, and all of the awardees of the night. And we know the English Premier League, like they say, is the most watched league in the world, the most glamorous league in the world. However you want to say it, the English Premier League is just the toast when it comes to club football matters in Europe. Okay, let's leave that and quickly talk about this last story on the show. This concerns a transfer, and somebody mentioned it to me before coming into the studio. Chelsea wants to buy every player they can lay their hand on, and right now Chelsea is eyeing Ivan Toney. This is a fantastic striker, fantastic guy. Yes. I remember that goal he scored against Manchester City last season. He made Manchester City Ederson look like an ordinary goalkeeper and the whole of the defenders in that team. And now Chelsea is actually eyeing to snap up this guy from Brentford.
Yes, of course. He was able to, I think, score about 20 goals last season. The price tag put on him is about £18 million. We all know that Chelsea have already spent as much as £344 million already in this transfer window, and they need to be careful not to exceed the FFP cutoff. And so, yes, if they can add Ivan Toney, I think it will be a very good addition because Jackson is doing a good job, but I think they're still needed to beef up with one more striker. So I think it's in place. Pochettino got this one spot on. I hope the deal pulls through, because this is very, very important, looking at the lackluster start to the season that they've had.
Yes, looking at the lackluster start to the season they have. And Maba Michael, that is where we'll leave it on the show, 360 Sports. Thanks for all of your knowledgeable analysis on the show. It was a wonderful one. Thank you, and thanks for watching. I am Emmanuel Fashimi.